Watch this, a blurry photo of a messy printed table uploaded into a browser tab, and 10 seconds later, it comes back as a clean, properly formatted table you can actually copy and paste. Headers lined up, numbers intact, nothing scrambled. No app to install, no code to write, completely free. This is DeepSeek OCR, an open-source model that reads documents differently than every OCR tool that came before it, and that difference is exactly why it handles messy real-world pages so much better. Before we go further, tap like on this video and drop a comment telling me what kind of document you always struggle to digitize. A receipt, a scanned form, handwritten notes, whatever it is. It helps this video reach more people who are still retyping documents by hand. Here is why this actually works so differently from the older OCR tools you have used before. Older OCR tools read a page the way a beginner reads a foreign language, one character at a time, stitching letters into words with no real sense of layout, which is exactly why tables collapse into nonsense and columns get scrambled together. This model instead looks at the whole page the way your eyes actually do, compressing an entire document image into a small set of dense visual tokens that carry layout, spacing, and structure all at once, then reconstructing the text from that compressed understanding instead of guessing character by character. That single shift is why it holds on to table structure, formulas, and even chart data that used to fall apart with traditional OCR, and it does this using a fraction of the computing power older methods needed for the same page. There is also a newer version of this model simply called ocr2, and the upgrade it brings is worth knowing before you pick which one to use. The original version reads a page in a fixed grid, scanning top to bottom, left to right, the same rigid pattern every single time, which is exactly why multi-column pages and dense tables sometimes came out in the wrong order. OCR2 reads more like an actual person does, building a general understanding of the whole page first, then working through it in a genuine logical reading order, following a column to its end before jumping to the next one instead of slicing across the page mechanically. On independent document benchmarks, that change alone pushed it ahead of some major closed commercial models on structured documents. So for anything with real layout complexity, multiple columns, dense tables, mixed charts, and text, OCR2 is the one actually worth reaching for. I only share methods that I test myself, so let's actually open this up and run a real document through it together. You do not need a GPU, a Python environment, or a single line of code to try this, because the open source community has built free browser-based demos hosted on Hugging Face Spaces. So search specifically for a DeepSeek OCR2 demo there and open one directly in your browser, since that newer version is what you actually want running behind the scenes. Once it loads, you'll see two choices before you upload anything: a resolution mode and a task type, and both of them genuinely change your result, so do not skip past them out of habit. The resolution mode controls how much visual detail the model preserves, running from a lighter setting for simple pages up to a heavier tiled setting built for dense, complex layouts. The task type tells it what kind of output you actually want: plain extracted text, clean markdown formatting, or a parsed breakdown of a figure or chart. Let's walk through a real example of where this genuinely shines. Say you have a photo of a printed invoice or receipt, slightly crooked, a little low resolution, the kind of image that used to turn into a jumbled mess in older tools. Upload it, select the Markdown task type, and instead of a wall of disconnected text, you get back a properly structured document, line items lined up, totals intact, formatting you can drop straight into a spreadsheet or a document without manually fixing every row yourself. Here's a second example that shows a completely different strength. Say you are looking at a chart from a report, a bar graph or a scatter plot with labeled data points, something no traditional OCR tool could ever meaningfully read, since it was never built to understand images that way. Select the figure parsing task instead of plain text, and it interprets the actual chart, pulling the underlying data points and labels into a structured format instead of just describing the picture in vague words, which is genuinely rare for a tool this accessible. Here's the mistake that trips up almost everyone the first time they try this, so pay attention here. People upload a dense, text-heavy page, a full scanned textbook page, or a detailed technical report, while leaving the resolution mode on the lightest default setting, then get frustrated when small text comes out garbled or missing entirely. That lighter setting was built for simple, sparse pages, and pushing a complex, information-dense document through it is like trying to read fine print through a foggy window. Match the resolution mode to how dense your actual page is. Heavier settings for busy pages, lighter settings for simple ones, and the quality difference is immediate. Here's the golden tip, and this is what actually separates someone who gets garbled results from someone who gets clean, usable output every time. Never leave the task type on its default setting without thinking about what you actually need afterward. Try this specific approach. Before you upload anything, decide whether you need raw text, structured markdown, or a parsed chart, and pick that task type deliberately. Because asking for markdown formatting on a table-heavy page produces something dramatically more usable than asking for plain, unformatted text and cleaning it up yourself afterward. That one small decision made before you even upload the image saves you more manual cleanup than any setting after the fact that ever will. I test new AI deals every week. If a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. One more thing worth knowing before you dive in. Because this runs through community-hosted demo spaces rather than an official paid service, avoid uploading anything containing sensitive personal information, financial account numbers, or confidential documents, since you do not have the same privacy guarantees you would get from a dedicated paid tool. Treat these free demos as great for testing and everyday documents, not for anything truly sensitive. If turning a messy photo into clean, usable text for free just changed how you think about digitizing documents, subscribe now, because next video, I'm comparing this completely free tool against a paid OCR service on the exact same batch of documents to see whether free actually holds up against paid.